What's going on, YouTube? This is Black Beer Hunter back at you again. Let's talk about this Goose Island Islay. So basically, everybody that follows craft beer should know who Goose Island, know about Goose Island. Out of Chicago, Illinois. And so, like I said, right now is the Bourbon County was released last week. And so one of their stablemates, this is from last year though, but one of their stablemates is the Islay Stout. I would like to say that the base stout for Islay is probably the same exact stout as Goose Island. And so, yeah, here's a stout aged in Ardbeg Scotch barrels, whiskey barrels, 17-month aging time. I had I had a 2018, around like 2018 January, and to me it was really delicious. It was really smoky, sweet, had some peat to it, a little earthy, but not overly earthy. What else can you say? If you love Scotch and you love stouts, you mix the two together, and here you go with Goose Island Islay. And there are several other companies out there with their own version of Scotch aged beers. But this one in particular, like I said, I really enjoyed it back in January, so over 10 months ago. I put some work in. I think I went through a 4-pack literally in, I think, a day, either a day or two, but I went through it pretty quick. So here we are, we're going to test out a new version and see how we like it. So let's get the party started and crack it open, take a look at the presentation, see how it pours, see how it smells, see if if it aged well. It's within a year, but it still should change. The characteristics should change a little bit just from what I had before. I could imagine so. So let's see here. Got a little smoke coming off of it. Look at that. So they did their job, packaged well. Let's see. Oh yeah, sweet and smoky. Look at that, no head. Just a little. So, really dark. When it poured, it seemed like it was pretty thick. I can smell the bourbon coming off of it, and I'm not that close to it, but it smells really great. Oh yeah, you get a lot of vanilla. Oh gosh, is that like coffee and tobacco, like a cigar? Like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Like I said, if you like if you like Scotch whiskey, you definitely would love. I think you would like this beer. It looks like it's holding a little carbonation still after all the time in the bottle, but that's not a big deal. Let's see. So I'm not going to waste your time talking about if, when, and how. I'm going to go ahead and take a taste of this and see exactly where they at. Cheers, YouTube. Oh, wow. So, like I said, when you smell it, or when you pour it into the glass, you can smell the Scotch, Scotch whiskey. You can smell that. And so once it's in the glass, you get the peat, you get the roast. It doesn't smell sweet, but when you drink it, wow. I mean, it's like coffee. It's it's like coffee, smoky, sweet, some tobacco. It's not even that earthy anymore. The peat is not as strong anymore. You can definitely tell that, man, you can tell that they really did a good job with this beer. Wow. I, actually, I would say that I like it more than Bourbon County. Coming from the same stable, like I said, maybe the same base, but at the end of the day, it's really, really good. Like I said, it's really complex. I could see it becoming even more complex as it warms up. You get a nice chocolate note to it. It's not warming where you get that alcohol warm. It really hides the alcohol in this beer. I mean, what much more can you say about it? All I can say is you like Scotch, you like whiskey, you like stouts. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this beer. It's a really, really, oh man, it's lovely. I like it. I'm gonna have to take another hit. Yes, that is delicious. Like I said, that smoke is amazing. So now, you know, after breaking this beer now, before I didn't really think about it the first time I had this beer. I think the Avery version of Islay was out. So it's a brewery only, but I think I can get a hold of it if I really want to. But there's other versions out that now I'm going to have to taste. Apollo has one. Beer Geek has one. And I think I had one originally from, oh, what's this company? It's McKellar. It's the Tokyo Black. They have an Islay version. And that was not that impressive. The only thing impressive about it was that it was 17.5% ABV, but you could barely tell it was 7.5 ABV. It was okay, but I actually I like this much more. I mean, I'd like to do it again just to see, but at the end of the day, this is delicious. I'm glad that I got a hold of 2 more 4 packs of this before it kind of disappeared. But I think since it's, like I said, Bourbon County is out, I know that I think I took a look at the menu at the brew pub in Philadelphia, the Goose Island Brew Pub, and I saw that people were actually enjoying it there. So yeah, I know you can get it there, but in bottles, since it's BCBS was released, I know that you can actually get a hold of it. This is probably out on the counters also because they re-released a lot of stuff, or people were holding different vintages of BCBS hostage, and now they're selling it. So yeah, you can get a hold of this. I definitely would. It's a really good beer, and so at the end of the day, let's say it again. You love stouts. If you love Scotch whiskeys, you definitely are going to love this beer. So, with that being said, I'm going to go crush this beer. And I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about next. but I look forward to doing it again. So cheers, YouTube.